Hey everyone, I'm Helen Knight, and today we're going to be talking to one of my amazing clients, Remi Gutteridge, and she helps beauty and wellness professionals to become fully booked using social media. She is an amazing designer, and I'm really excited to talk to her today. So, we're going to be asking her some questions and getting her honest feedback about the program. So, Remi, how are you today? Do you want to introduce yourself to everybody?
Yeah. So I'm Remi. I live just outside of Hertfordshire, and I work within a social media company. I've gone freelance now for about 2 years, working anything from graphic design to website design, but now I'm focusing more on just social media.
Excellent, well done. And yeah, I'm super proud of you because you've got a little team going already. That's really amazing. So, how did you feel if you think back before we met and before the program? How did you feel back then? What was it like, the business at the time?
I found that when I started out, it was mainly just word of mouth. That's where people were finding me. And then it hit sort of a dip where there wasn't as much referrals, and it meant that I had to try and find work myself. And that's where I was getting frustrated because I've never really had to do sales before. I've never had to approach people. And it was frustrating because I didn't really know my target market. I didn't know who I wanted to go after directly. I didn't know how to approach them and sort of get them to know what I do and how I can help them.
Yeah, okay. And it's really common. So many people say that to me. And yeah, it must be. And I remember back when I first had my first business, it was the same issues, that
Mm,
just didn't know how to really meet the right people, what to say, all that kind of
no,
stuff.
you don't get taught it.
No, no, not at all. So, how did it make you feel at the time? I know you said you were frustrated. Was there anything else that kind of comes to mind? Like, was it just like one? Did you ever doubt yourself that you were going to be able to achieve what you wanted? Or
Yeah, I think going freelance for the first time, it makes you realize how many dips in the road there are. And I think when you do have a dip, it does scare you. And especially working from home, you do take it home with you, and it's hard to switch off. And I think you constantly are worried about if you're going to lose the business, if you have to go back to being like employed full time. You don't really know where to turn, and you do start freaking out and worrying what the next 6 months are going to look like.
yeah, so did it affect other areas of your life? Did it affect anything else?
Yeah, it did. I think I couldn't switch off all night. I was worrying. I was trying to look for different avenues to take and where to go, and I just didn't know really what to do.
Okay, and it must have been pretty stressful. So, how did you feel when we met and I was talking to you about the program? How did you feel?
I've never really come across it until we started speaking, and you're telling me about how you can help me. And it was literally just the answer I was looking for about how to go out and like meet people in the right way, and how to network to people, and how to even like find my niche. And it really did bring sort of a light to the end of the tunnel, that there was sort of a way out. And that's what I really liked the most, I think.
Yeah, excellent. Well done. So, was it like a bit of a relief then when we finally had that chat?
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of people did approach me before, as in terms of like coaches, but none of them were really right for me. And a lot of them were group training, and I kind of wanted the one-to-one which you offered.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I know there is a lot of other things out there. So yeah, I think sometimes people find it really hard to know who to listen to.
Mm.
Yeah. So what did you like best about the program?
I think what I liked best is really trying to find who I was targeting and why. And after kind of a lot of conversations with you, and I'm quite indecisive, and I kind of wanted to go after everyone. I think what I like best is how to approach them, rather than just sort of going in and starting a conversation that they don't really care about. Is how to actually make them aware of what I do and how I can help them, and how long term it can really help their business to grow.
Yeah, fantastic. So also when I'm working with people or when people are looking for help, often there are like loads of big misconceptions around what you have to do to be successful. When, a lot of the time when I'm talking to people, they're a bit dubious, like what I'm going to tell them. So can I just ask you a few more questions just
Yeah.
so that it kind of helps people realize like that you don't have to do certain things to be successful online with your
Yeah.
business. So, I mean, when we met, did you have a big following of your ideal clients? Was that something that you had?
No, not at all. I only started like I said, probably a year ago, my social media properly. I didn't even really have a website. I didn't really have much at all. So no, I didn't.
Yeah. Okay. And did you have did you have to do any paid advertising? Did I tell you to do anything like that?
No. And I've always thought that working within marketing, I thought you'd have to kind of find your target market by doing paid advertising, but I was wrong, and you don't have to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think everybody does that initially, and it's good to realize you don't need to do that, and there are lots of other ways to do it.
Yeah.
So did you have to do any like spammy messages? Did you feel awkward doing anything like that?
No, I think it's more like you just have friendly conversations with people, and that's what I hated before. I always was put off by the fact of going to sell to people and actually putting them off, because I know when people try and sell to me, I don't want to know, and it's not sort of nice having like message after message after message. So it's nice to just build relationships with people and actually help them as much as you helped me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And did you ask for any referrals, or did you have to go to any network events or anything like that?
No, I didn't have to do any of that. No, I kind of just let that, like, if there was a referral, there was, and if there wasn't, then I didn't rely on it anymore. So that was good.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, because that's so common, isn't it, in the design field? Like most people say, oh, I just ask old contacts for referrals. But
Yeah.
if you rely on that for your business, it's just not a very secure business
Yeah.
to have.
Especially when there's a lot of other people doing the same thing. So you have to kind of stand out.
Absolutely. Yeah. So once you understood how to start using the process in the right way to gain the right clients at the right price, all that kind of thing. So did you start to realize that you could have full control of your business? How did you feel?
Yeah, I think definitely. And I think you start to understand what your target market is looking for. And then you start to sort of change up your plans and like what you offer and how you can sort of help them the most. And that's when you start to realize patterns within this, when you start talking to people.
Yeah, excellent. So are you at the minute, now that you've been through the whole thing, I know you're still implementing some things, but do you feel happy that you have all of this under your belt and you kind of know what to do to get clients each month?
Yeah, I think definitely. And I think working in social media, it's important, because people need to know why you need to do it for them, and rather than them doing it themselves. And I think where we went over what we can offer them and the different pillars and how it can go and help their business long term, that's what I feel really confident in, actually, that I can help them for 6 months, a year, even longer, and going forward and start training them and make it's not just a short-term thing, it's a long-term thing.
Amazing. So what would you recommend to anybody that was thinking about joining the program?
I would say don't be put off just by thinking it's another coaching program and you're sort of being sold into something that might not help you. I think you do have to be quite patient with it and almost look at it as a long-term investment. It is money that you've got to spend out, but I think if you look at it long-term, how it can help you, you really do need that help, unless you know about it before and you're doing it really well and you're taking in client after client. I think it is a really good long-term investment.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, because it's not just obviously once you know what to do, it's great. But it's not just like that a month. It's like every month after that for the rest of your life that you know what to do. So
yeah, exactly. And I think until you do get told what to do, you'll carry on doing all the same mistakes that you were doing before, and it's not really going to make your business as successful as you think.
Yeah,
or hope for.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. Thanks for giving us your opinions on the program. That's really nice. Thank you. And wishing you all the best for the future. Exciting next year. I know you're going to be doing amazing things next year, so I'm really excited for you.
Thank you.
So thank you very much.